Hey there, my fellow language learners. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the big power of small talk. I think small talk gets a little bit of a bad rap as usually being superficial or meaningless conversation that people would rather avoid. I mean, why take a chance on a conversation with somebody you hardly know when you can just take the phone that's right there in your pocket and, scroll through some messages or news headlines? But I think that there's, a great opportunity in small talk to practice our social skills and our language abilities. And I want to share with you a recent experience that I had, which illustrates the point. But just imagine this at first. At the very least, small talk is going to affirm another human being and help to, in a small way, heal the rifts and divisions that we see in this world. You'll make that other person feel good, and the warm effect of your small talk will spread out like the ripples of a pond. At the other end of the spectrum, you might just make a new best friend. I mean, you never know what could happen. And then everything in between those two poles could be something useful or eye-opening or game-changing. Now, in my life, I've been practicing small talk with the parents and teachers and guards who work at my daughter's kindergarten, because I live in China and my daughter started to go to school in this term. And so this was an opportunity for me to practice, because all of those people don't speak English at all. I mean, they might know a little bit, but they just really don't use it, especially the older people around the school who come to pick up maybe their grandkids. So this is a time when I can really put my Mandarin to the test. And there's a man who I've been slowly getting to know through small talk. I mean, and it might seem so useless or futile or meaningless to try to strike up these little conversations day by day. But I've been doing it because I think it's meaningful. I think it's worth it to try to make these friendships. And so the other day we were kind of standing outside the gate waiting for our kids to come out. And I remembered my intention, my resolution to try to put humans more into the center of my practice and not be on the phone and devices so much, kind of get back to what it was like in the old days. And so I turned and I said to him, I just asked him, "Hey, how's your grandson doing in school?" And he said, "Oh, he's doing all right. He's been having some allergies lately." And I said, "Oh, yeah, that's not good. My kids, they've had colds recently. They've been coughing for more than a month. I wish your grandson well. I hope he'll be okay. I hope he'll be healthy." And then the conversation sort of petered off, and we looked back towards the school, and, we're waiting for the kids to come out. But, 30 seconds or a minute later, he added something, and he said, "My grandson, he has an older brother who's actually 12, 13 years older." And I said, "Oh, the age difference is pretty great." And he said, "Yeah, they've got quite a gap between them. But his older brother is thinking to attend university in America. He's been applying to schools there." And I said, "Oh, wow, that's surprising to me. This gentleman already knows that I come from America, and he had never mentioned that before. So we got into some new territory there, and I've learned that he has another grandson who's thinking to attend schools in America. And if I understood him correctly, the young man has already applied to several schools and received acceptance letters from a few of them. So they're in the process of deciding maybe which one he should go to. And all the rigmarole that goes along with that, but it seems like he'll be successful. So, and after that, the conversation was pretty much over. Our kids were coming out of the school, but I've learned that there's another family in my community with a son, a young man who quite possibly will be going to university in my native country. So that is something small, but it's also big. This is something that we can definitely connect over and talk more about moving forward. So this is another family, another friend who's, they're attending, their younger one is attending the kindergarten there, the same as my daughter, and we're building bridges, we're forging connections. So this is what I mean about the big power of small talk. You never quite know where it may lead. You never quite know what the other person's going to say, but you are showing that you are open. You are showing that you are willing to put into another human being when you don't know what you're going to get back. You might get nothing back. You might even get sometimes a rude reaction from the other person, but you are making the effort to affirm another person on this planet, to acknowledge your shared humanity, to give other people the chance to say what they want to say and feel heard. I think this is so important in our world today, where we can see so much chaos and so much tragic news happening in the world. Language learners, we can be at the forefront of this healing and this awakening, that we've got to get back to humans being humans. We've got to get back to treasuring our relationships and treasuring our communities and adding value to our communities. Sometimes, even though it seems a little bit small or a little bit weird, it takes you opening up and volunteering a little bit of information about yourself to get the ball rolling. So I wish you all the best with the continued development of your social skills and your language learning. Try to initiate conversations with strangers more. Try to be the one who gets that small talk going. Because as I said at the top of this video, small talk, big power. Small talk, big possibilities, big potential. Okay, I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye-bye for now.